back gate of Area 51. And let me show you what it looks like. It's getting dark here, and you can see the back gate. The lights are coming on, and I don't know if you can see the barrier. There's some red lights blinking on the barrier, and the lights are on. Let's see if I can zoom in some more. That's probably as good as it's going to get. We didn't really we didn't want to stay right by the gate for too long. They really don't appreciate it if you hang right by the gate for too long. So we are about a half a mile back from the gate, and they can see us. They know we are here, but at least they don't feel like we're encroaching on their territory or we're any reason for concern. We just finished Lee's stream for his Rumble channel, and he's nice enough to let me use his Starlink setup again, so I can live stream one last stream from the back gate here. So this is the back gate. You can see the road to the back gate is actually a nice paved road. The first 8 miles from the highway are dirt, and then you're getting onto a nice paved road. It goes back to Area 51 all the way as a paved road. Panning a little over here, there's Chalk Mountain. The road goes around the backside of Chalk Mountain. And of course, there is Lee's Intimidator. And then Area 51 is on the other side of this rise in the terrain here. Of course, we can't see it from here, but it is there. It's not close. A lot of people think, well, I go to the border of Area 51, I go to the back gate, and I jump the fence, and I am right there, like in the X-Files. Mulder hops over the fence, and he's right on the runway. No, that's not the way it works here. You are 26 miles away from Area 51 as the crow flies. If you want to drive, you're looking at probably about 35 or 40 miles driving distance, until you get to Area 51 from the back gate. You go from the back gate around the backside of Chalk Mountain and into the valley. You're going all the way across the valley. Groom Lake is kind of in the center on the south side of the valley. And then Area 51 is located on the south side of Groom Lake. So it's a long ways out. And while we still have a little bit of light left, let me show you Bald Mountain over here. This is the backside of Bald Mountain. When you visit the front gate of Area 51, you can see Bald Mountain from the other side. You probably see a little pimple on the top of Bald Mountain. That's actually a large radio facility, a tracking site for test flights or missions out of Area 51. And there's 3 radar domes on that site. One of the radar domes actually has a big camera mounted to it. You can barely see it in one of the photos on my website. And that camera can track you anywhere in Tikaboo Valley and in a lot of places in this valley. All of this mountain range, of course, there's the top of my truck. All of this mountain range, the peak is inside the territory, inside the restricted area, off limits for us. Unfortunately, we can't go there. What's with the autofocus here? We can't go to the top of the mountain range. If we could, we would be looking down at Groom Lake and Area 51, but we can't. We are on the wrong side of the boundary. So this is, I don't know if my eyesight is going or if the screen is really fuzzy. Let's see, your team and you and your team are well. Yes, we are. We're having a grand time here. Thank you very much for the well wishes. This is fuzzy, isn't it? I don't know what's going on with the autofocus. Did we catch any camo dudes? No, we didn't catch any camo dudes. The question is, did they catch us? No, they didn't. It's all good. We didn't come here to catch any camo dudes. In fact, Lee let them know in advance that we're coming. So, they weren't too alarmed. When we pulled up with a big Intimidator, there's the Intimidator right there with the extendable camera mount. When we pulled up with that at the front gate, I was a little worried about that, pulling up on the hill with that. But, they really took it easy. They weren't too worried about it. Lee let them know through certain channels that we're coming, and they weren't too worried about it. They know me. I don't know how many times I've been at the gate. They know that I don't do anything crazy. I go as far as live streaming from here, and that's about as far as I want to go. I'm not crazy enough to go across a boundary. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't gain you anything. I just like to share with you what I know about Area 51 and about the back gate. By the way, I should probably mention that if you go to my dreamlandresort.com website, if you go to the maps section, you can find a Google Earth plugin that has every light post, every camera, and every building and everything labeled at the back gate. You can actually see what the buildings are, every light post, and you can see some of the radar sites that are on the back side of the back gate. It's getting dark, so you can't really see them anymore, but there's several. Let me see. I'm trying to read these posts here. Do you know of anyone who has, I can't read it, it went away, who has tried to, I don't have my glasses on. I'm trying to decipher this. I think you're asking if I know of anyone who has crossed the boundary. I know of people that have crossed the boundary. There's YouTube videos of people that have crossed the boundary. It usually doesn't end very well for the people. You get detained by security. The sheriff comes out. The sheriff is not very happy to have to come out here, so he's not in a really good mood when he gets here. And you pay $1,000 fine, and if they really feel that you're a threat, you might go to jail. So, not a good idea. Those two old ladies, yeah, there's a video of the two old ladies that went across the boundary. Security detained them at the front gate. Not a good idea. I don't think these ladies knew what they were doing. Not a good idea. And folks, don't try this at home. There's better ways to spend $1,000 than giving them to the sheriff's office for crossing the boundary. The boundary is the boundary well marked. In this area around the back gate, yes, it is. There is actually a fence, so you can't accidentally stumble across the boundary. The boundary by the front gate, by the Groom Lake Road gate, is not marked by a fence. There are orange posts. I don't know what my autofocus is doing here. There are orange posts that delineate the boundary, and it's very easy to accidentally cross those. So you want to really, if you go there, I wouldn't recommend going anywhere off the road. Otherwise, you might get yourself in trouble there. Please turn the captions on for us. I would love to do that. I have not. You're asking to turn the captions on. I would love to do that. I am still learning this. I quite honestly don't know how to do that. I'm going to try when I get home, edit this video, and I try to turn the captions on. I don't know how to do that right now in the live stream. Yeah, as long as it's well marked. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can find my glasses here. I really want to read your comments. And folks, let me tell you, it sucks getting old. when you need glasses for everything and all that good stuff. Okay, now as long as it's well marked, then all is well. Any military base is off limits, and certainly this one. Yes, absolutely. It is well marked for the most part. The trick is if you come out here and you go off-roading or you go off the beaten path, you really want to know what you're doing. And one way to do that is actually to download the. I have another Google Earth plugin on my website, dreamlandresort.com, that shows you the exact location of the boundary. So you can see where the boundary is, and if you're planning a hike, then you can actually see that where the boundary is. Thanks, Joe. I'm doing a great job, Joe said. Thank you very much. And yeah, this is as close as a lot of you are probably going to get to Area 51. I wish you could all visit us, but some of you are just way too far away. And this is my way of bringing it to you. So there we are. Live out of Area 51. Yeah, this is, to the best of my knowledge, today is the first time that anybody is doing a live stream in English. I have done a live stream in German, actually, from the back gate, but I've never done an English language live stream. So this is exciting for me, too. And yeah, pretty sunset. Huh? Let's see. Let's take a look at the sunset right over there. I'm so focused on Area 51 that I'm not even looking at the sunset. We do get beautiful sunsets here in Rachel, I got to tell you. My panorama window overlooks the west side, and I'm looking right at the sunset at night. It is absolutely fantastic. And for those of you who are interested in life in Rachel, I actually have a video about that. I think it is in German, but it has English captions, and maybe one of these days I'm going to do another one in English. Do you think the Air Force is annoyed by your YouTube channel and these live streams? Gary, I don't know. Maybe, probably, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe the camo dudes are sitting in their little heated guard shack and watching us right now and getting a kick out of it. They can't be too annoyed because yesterday we actually had a beautiful flyby sitting at the black mailbox. There was 4 vehicles, the 3 of us and somebody else who pulled up. And we had these 2 F-15s fly way the hell low over us. I mean, way right on the deck. I can't even tell you. And, you know, of course, I didn't have my camera ready. And the F-15s, no, I don't. I'm actually getting a phone call. Not right now. These F-15s were actually cool enough. They flew right over. They saw us. They saw us trying to whip out our cameras. And they actually did a U-turn, came right back and did another pass over us. And one of us caught it on video that the guy in the back seat actually waved at us. So they can't be too pissed at us. You know, they are probably sitting there and laughing and having a good old time and probably thinking, what an idiot standing out there in the cold. It is probably right around freezing right now and yakking away in the desert. But that's what I like to do. And you guys appreciating what I do makes me appreciate what I do and really is a tremendous encouragement for me to do this. Let's see, regardless of what mysteries might be there, most of the people who work there are just like any other airbase. Star Voyager, actually, that is exactly right. You got it. The people are just like any other military base. They have families. They go home after their shift. They go home to their families, and the thing is, a lot of them can't tell their families what they do at home, what they do at work. Oh my God, it's been a long day, folks. What they do at work. So when I know it from the Roadrunners, the guys that worked on the spy planes here in the 1950s and 60s, when they worked here at Area 51. They couldn't tell their wives for years where they were going. Their wives only knew that, okay, he takes off on an airplane going somewhere Monday morning, and he may not come back until Friday night. Where he went, they couldn't tell their wives. And, you know, it takes a lot of trust. such a relationship, but those were very special people that worked here in those days, and they probably, I don't know anyone who works there right now, but they are probably still very special people today. Uh, Star Voyager, hey, Area 51 doesn't have any nukes. The airbase that do are severely locked. Yeah, yeah, no, Area 51 doesn't have any nukes. But on the other hand, I think it is very much on the receiving end of some Russian nukes because they know that this is cutting edge technology. So if anything ever goes down along those lines, we are probably going to be the first ones that are going to get hit. So I really didn't intend to do a long stream. I just wanted to show you how beautiful this area also is at night. Look at this. Look at these colors. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, people come out here from all over the country just for stargazing. I can't tell you today it's a little, we've had all kinds of weather. We got hailed on, we got snowed on, we got rained on, and we had sunshine. Today has been a very mixed bag of weather. But I can't tell you, I'm going to try and do a live stream one of these days, just stargazing. And maybe I can even somehow hook this up to my long lens and show you the stargazing part of this. I can't tell you how much I enjoy being in this area. It's not only about Area 51, it's about this whole area. And Gary, you have been here in Rachel at night. Yeah, you got to experience it. You can't describe it. I mean, just look around. Yeah, Star Voyager says, I love the desert. Yeah, that is why I'm here. Literally, this is why I'm here. I came here for a day trip in 1998. Thought I'd go check out Area 51, check it off the list, and be done with it. And what happened is I fell in love with the desert. So here I am, 27 years later, a little older, a little grayer, maybe with a little more experience, and with 27 years of Area 51 history on my dreamlandresort.com website. And I'm starting this YouTube channel with the hope that I can bring Area 51 to a whole new level. There's a question. Does Connie still run the bar? I believe so. I don't know. I don't have any contact with them. That's about all I'm saying about that. I believe she does. So, any more questions? Otherwise, I'm going to probably get in the warm truck, turn on the heater, and leave you guys for today. I see 25 people in the chat right now. That is really cool to see this interest. And I'm doing these live streams really impromptu. So, yeah, thank you. Star Voyager says, please drive safe in the darkness. That is really good advice. Folks, when you come out here, this is open range. That means that there's cows in the road. And the last thing you want to do is hit a cow. You can't see them at night. It's ugly. And, I've seen that somebody hit a cow and at night, and I was the first on scene, and the guy says, well, the rancher's going to have to pay me for the damage. No, you're actually going to have to pay the rancher for his cow. That's the way it works here. It is open range. Well, I see a lot of comments come through right now. Joe Crossman said, you, George Knapp, and Jeremy should do a live stream. Maybe we'll do that one of these days. I'll run it by George. We're in contact, so I'll run it by him. Maybe he's interested in that. Yeah, the son, Jochen, probably from Germany, from the Bundeswehr, it looks like, says sun is setting quick. That is one of the things that has always surprised me when I first moved here from Germany, how quick it gets dark. We are much closer to the equator. That means that the Earth is rotating a lot faster, and that means that the sun goes down a lot faster here than in Germany. That really caught me by surprise a number of times when I was hiking out here. John asked, are there car headlights in the distance? No, that is the back gate. Those are the lights at the back gate. We are about a half a mile away from the gate, but what you're looking at is the back gate of Area 51, the lights of the back gate. John, he says, please turn captions on. I wish I could. I'm going to do that in hindsight when I edit this stream. I can't do it right now. I don't have any way to do it. I'm streaming literally from my phone. I apologize for that. I'm going to try to make it right when I get home. Yeah, Gary's okay. Good advice, Gary, but I think I have to do something on my end to make captions work, and I don't know how to do that yet. I'm learning. Star Voyager says, I hope the guy in the truck is tuned in. Maybe they are. That is the guardhouse that we're looking at. I hope they are tuned in, and I hope they're having a good time. I hope they're enjoying this stream. And I hope they're not mad at us for sitting here. We're probably going to leave them alone for in a little moment here. I'm getting cold. It is right around freezing, and I am looking forward to getting my nice heated truck. So how many entrances are there to Area 51? Asked Joe. 3 main entrances. This is the back gate. There is the front gate, Groom Lake Road, and then there's one entrance from the Nevada National National Security site that is known as Gate 700. That is an entrance that is coming in from another restricted area. And with that, I will let you go. I'm going to get in my nice heated truck. I can't wait. It is getting cold. It is getting dark. This is Jörg, Dreamland Resort from the back gate of Area 51. Stay tuned. There will be a lot more. And if things go right, there will be something really spectacular next week. With that, I'll let you go. Have a good night. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.